Hey guys, thank you for tuning again to AIS The Lakers Show, guys. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, guys. We have some big news, guys. The Lakers have just traded Russell Westbrook, Toscano Anderson, and Damian Jones to Utah. So it was a three-team trade, and we received D'Angelo Russell, Malik Beasley, and Jared Vanderbilt, guys. So Minnesota received Mike Conley and Nickel Alexander-Walker. So, guys, this is huge. With us getting Russell, Beasley, and Vanderbilt. So what we just did is we just added size, a little bit of size, not like tremendously. We added size with Beasley. We added a guard who can score with Russell. And we added just another contributor, another role player with Vanderbilt, guys. This is actually really, really exciting. So what the Lakers did with this move is they decided to go depth versus going the star chasing route, which is what I honestly thought they were going to do. So they decided to go the other way and get depth and make sure they fill out their lineup, guys. This is going to be huge because we have some more trade news to talk about, but we will get to that in the next video, guys. But definitely want to hear your guys' thoughts. I think personally that this is a good trade for the Lakers. I think they're moving in the right direction. It's funny with like D'Lo because when he used to play for the Lakers, I don't think he was ready to play with a high caliber level player like LeBron. I don't think it really necessarily worked like I would have liked to see it work, but I think now this is going to be a sweet addition to the team that we already have because LeBron have just passed the scoring record. So he just passed the scoring record. So what that means for this team is that LeBron's not going to be so focused on passing that record because that's what he was focusing on, right? Let's face it, you're about to pass the #1 player of all time record in scoring. Of course, you're going to want to get that record before you retire, before you get injured, whatever, right? He needed the accolade. I'm very, very proud. Again, I think he's one of the greatest players of all time. But that is for another video, guys. So, but adding Russell to this team, I feel like is huge because now LeBron's going to be more of a facilitator. He can dish off to AD. He can dish off to Russell. Like he's going to have guards that contribute all these guys can contribute at least 13 to 15 a game, right? So on their very worst nights, you know that they're going to give you that. So with adding these players, and I love that we got rid of Jones. Jones wasn't being productive enough. Now, Toscano Anderson, that's another one that we really like for the value because Malik Beasley and Vanderbilt are both averaging between 8 and 13 points a game. So I think with that, those were good trades, right? So I mean, I think we've improved our level already right there to begin with. But the one I have a problem with is Russell Westbrook, and we are gonna talk about it. I don't agree with the Westbrook part of this trade. What we did for our team is we just got deeper, but then we just gave away a playmaker and we gave away a captain for the bench. So now look, I think Russell was on pace to win the Sixth Man of the Year award. I don't know if he's going to win anymore because changing teams, he's going to have to change productivity levels, and he's going to play on Utah. So which means he's probably going to start. I can't see Utah sitting him. I don't think any team is ever going to sit him again because of what happened with the Lakers. I don't think he's really going to accept that role. But I did say in our one of our streams earlier that I think it's a possibility that Russ, other teams could potentially pitch the fact that Russ needs to come off the bench because he's a better off the bench player. But I don't think however, I think he just wanted to get back to in the starting lineup, and he knew this was coming. The Lakers traded him in they shopped around in every single trade rumor. It's just they shopped him around so much that he knew this was coming. So I don't think this comes as a shock to him, but I still feel like he put so much into this team, and I think without him we would be in a far worse spot. So it hurts to see him go, but I think from a basketball perspective, I don't think it really makes any sense. As far as winning games, I don't think it helps. It helps to make our team deeper, yes, but taking away his level of productivity, which I preach heavy. Westbrook is the definition of just all around good playmaking and on a consistent basis. And it's kind of hard to replace. And you got to think chemistry, right? So he has chemistry with these guys. Him and AD are great playing with each other. They know, they just know each other so well, right? because they play a lot of pick and roll. They play a lot of, backdoor dishing off to the basket. So it's going to be very easy, like, just to kind of continue that. But I think now you've tweaked the chemistry a little bit. Not too much. These guys are all role players, right? All role players that can fit in. Okay, cool. I understand that. But what I don't understand is getting rid of one of your best stars in this particular time of the season, not for that group of bunch. Now, I'm not saying, hey, don't get rid of Russell Westbrook at all. Like, that's not what I'm saying. No. What I'm saying is that I feel like I feel like that wasn't the trade for Russ, right? I feel like if we were going to trade Russ, we should have traded Russ for more of a package, right? Let's talk the Hornets still, right? Oubre, and those guys. So I don't necessarily think that getting Russell, Beasley, and Vanderbilt was, and it wasn't just Russ. Like, we traded Jones, we traded Anderson, but if you were going to trade Russ because of what he brings, his value, and obviously the clearing of the salary cap, I feel like it should have been a better package. So now this particular trade I was not too impressed with, but I am happy because we are deeper. Our defense, I feel like, will lack. Our rebounding will probably teeter out, stay the same. So yeah, I think we're kind of at a very, very worst case scenario. This trade makes us the same, if not the same. I don't necessarily see this elevating our team. Like, maybe a little better in the fourth quarter, because we struggle in the third quarter, right? So third quarters are our struggle when it comes to winning basketball games. Something happens out of halftime when we come out of that locker room where we don't know what's going on. So I think that this will help with that, just because we'll have a deeper level of talent. And no disrespect to Jones, Anderson, but I just think that, like, with Vanderbilt and Beasley, at least you have some people who can actually go and get a bucket, contribute, and guy that you can put in and out of the rotation. So it makes it a little easier on everyone. So I think with this, so what it boils down to, wrap everything up, what I think this boils down to is that we fixed our depth problem. I think we got a little deeper. I don't think that we're completely where we need to be yet, but I feel like we're a little deeper. And I feel like our shooting will probably improve, of course. But I don't see this being a huge monumental trade. I see this being a long-term trade, which is fine. Look, hey guys, like Westbrook was probably going to leave at the end of this season, right? So he was probably going to leave. We know that Russ does not necessarily want to be on this Lakers team. Hasn't said as much, but it's a little obvious. With his talent level, you get the feeling that the guy needs to start and wants to start, right? We've talked about it plenty of times on our channel. I think that he is going to be thrilled because obviously Utah, like I said, is going to start him. But again, it's a weird trade, and it feels really, really, really weird. But again, hey, we are a little deeper now, and we might be better for it. We can test it out, see how it goes. And like I said, this was a long-term play. Because Russ is leaving next season, I think we're going to have these guys for the next 3 or 5 years. I got to look into their contracts. But yeah, guys, I think that is where we are with this trade, guys. I definitely want to hear your opinion. Please comment. And don't forget to like this video. If you enjoyed it, like it. If you enjoyed it, also subscribe to the channel, guys. We have live streams. We have clips, guys. This is the Fun Lakers Show channel, guys. So please, please, please subscribe. And I will see you on the next one. Peace.